So I came up with this concept as a way to push our group creatively, and you know, doing the ink fusion, you have to work with 3 or 4 different artists, all similar ability, like-minded, same ideas, and you basically got to drop your ego. You got to tattoo your piece and then step away and move to the next guy's piece. And once you get there, you got to do the best you can, because the next guy's going to be looking at your work too.
You're going to let somebody else sit down and take, over on the piece that you have everything kind of mapped out for in your mind. So you don't know really where they're going to take it.
I think it really fuels creativity and puts you in an uncomfortable position where you actually do better.
Everybody's always doing art fusions at conventions and at different tattoo shops. So why not do an ink fusion?
As far as like collaborations go, multiple artists working on one guy, that's been done before. But I don't know that what we're doing has been done before, where we're all working on one client at a time, and each hour rotating, getting up and switching booths. I think it's a little bit different, and with the fact that we're doing it with basically the ideas we threw into a hat and the customer having no say over what the actual subject matter is, I think that's pretty cool too.
If I had to describe ink fusion, it would be a group of artists that have similar ideas, or I guess on the same mindset, that are able to come together and be able to tattoo and work on each other's pieces. And so what that entails is being able to come up with ideas and pull them out of a hat and not know what you're going to get, and be able to draw something up for each client. And granted, they don't have any real say in their pieces. Only thing they have to they tell us is where they want it, and work on each other's pieces for hours on end and come out with something that ends up being beautiful.
I think when they hear that they don't have a choice in the subject matter, you can see them get a little nervous. But I think that they know that their best interest is what we're going for. We want a really rad tattoo to come out of it. So I don't think that the subject matter should be any issue at all. If you're an art collector, you're an art collector, and you do it for the love of the art.
I guess the whole challenge is the execution of it, is knowing what you're going to do when you sit down and tattoo somebody else's tattoo, because you know what you're going to work on when you work on your client. Whether it be at the very beginning when you're doing an outline, or at the very end when you're doing some highlights or doing a couple little touch-ups here and there. The hardest part about it is sitting down in somebody else's booth and kind of figuring out what you're going to do and make it work with everybody else's.
I think everybody really, gets excited to see what the next artist is going to sit down and do, because they're all generally pretty stoked to get worked on by any one of us. So I think it's great when they see what we get to do next, and it just kind of develops as it goes. It's awesome.
It's pretty amazing when you get back to your tattoo at the very end. It's definitely not what you thought it was going to be, but it's cool. And a lot of things are done that you never thought could have been done with that tattoo. And I think that's one of the coolest parts about it, is it's truly a collaboration on skin.